Get ready to receive today's darshan and satsang.
Nithyanandam, Kailasa welcomes you all to the Nityotsava celebrations. Puja is where we mirror our brains with the powerful neurological activity of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva. Here, in this auspicious moment of space time, through this puja, we will access the higher vertical time zones. Let us now offer our heartfelt gratitude and devotion to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and all his deities in Kailasas around the world.
ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरम् प्रसन्नवदने क्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेत् शिरसि हंसकं तदभिधानपूर्वं कुर्वन् अथ धूपः ॐ धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वदयोस्मान् धूर्वदितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि संस्थितमं वप्रतमं ज्येष्ठतमं मन्यतमं देवहूतममृतमसि हविर्दानं त्रिगुंहस्वमाह्वाः मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षेर्मा संविक्रामात्वाहिगं शिशुम् श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदो भग्निं निर्वृतिं मम पशुभृत्यमग्यमापः जीवनं च दिशो दिशा मानोहिकं श्रीर्जातवेदो कामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिद्रदग्नागहि श्रिया मा परिपादया श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः दीपं सन्दर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ मधुवादारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीन सन्तोषधीः मधुरक्तमुदोषधि मधुमत्पाति मधुम्रजः मधुद्योरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुभागं अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु 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 श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतागुं सङ्ग्रहाणीति द्वादशारक्तेन जना भवति द्वादशमासाः संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुद्धे मौञ्जी भवति ऊर्वैमुञ्जाः ऊर्जमेवावरुद्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगभट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलम् ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलम् कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरि ओम् तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa. Restful awareness, which is generated by the tremendous trust and surrender to the whole, is the catalyst for manifestation. Understand? Manifestation does not happen when you fight life, force life, threaten life, manipulate life, or psychologically blackmail life. If you see my own experience of feeding Ganesha, when I first tried to force him, he did not eat. When I tried to fight with him, he did not eat. When I tried to threaten him, he did not eat. When I tried to manipulate him, he did not eat. When I tried to psychologically blackmail him, he did not eat. When I surrendered, he ate. Understand? Manifestation happens when you become available to life. Existence is intelligence. Existence is alive. Existence is responsive. Existence is continuously available to manifest what you want when you are available to it. Existence is not dead. No. That is why whenever I use the word Parabrahmam, Paramburul, I always try to use the Paramashiva along with it. When I say Paramashiva, you all feel, yes, he is alive, living. When I say Parabrahmam, you feel very vague. That is why I use the word Paramashiva Paramburul, Paramashiva Parabrahmam. Alive, living. Karmam palantaral kartana dhanayal karmam kada ulo undi para means the karta is a living existence. Due to his command, the karma gives the result. Don't think the whole existence is on autopilot mode. He is alive, living, responding. If you put your life autopilot mode, existence also will treat you in autopilot mode. That is what is that habitual thinking and habitual karma life. But if you understand existence is alive, living, kicking around, and connect, it will respond to you in a living way. So listen. Paramashiva is not remote, abstract, formless absence sitting somewhere far away from your life. He is here. Paramashiva is living consciousness, immediate presence in you, as you, through you, and around you. The whole struggle of human beings is that they try to manifest from agitation, fear, overthinking, self-talk, insecurity, and inner argument. then they wonder why life is not responding. Understand very clearly. Life is responding, but your inner noise is louder than life's intelligence. Your inner noise is louder than life's intelligence. Bring restful awareness. The moment your self-noise relaxes, surrender happens. The moment surrender happens, intelligence starts flowing. The moment intelligence starts flowing, manifestation becomes effortless, precise, and spontaneous. Universe, Paramashiva, is pure intelligence waiting to manifest through you and for you. Universe, Paramashiva, is pure intelligence waiting to manifest through you and for you. Listen. The whole manifestation science presented in the Western world is incomplete because surrender is missing. That is why all modern manifestation techniques work only till one point and then collapse into exhaustion, fear, and self-doubt. Surrender completes manifestation. Surrender triggers miracle. Surrender is plan for miracle. Surrender makes your manifestation immediate because surrender removes the inner obstruction between you and cosmic intelligence. Today's message, the whole message of today's satsang, listen carefully. Surrender is not passive sleeping or collapsing into your exhaustion. No. It is restful awareness. Dehydrated mental fog cannot be meditation even though the number of thoughts is less when you are dehydrated and have a mental fog. Listen. Dehydrated mental fog, even though there is less number of thoughts, can never become meditation. Fully hydrated, fresh, alive, but restful is meditation. Same way, when you are exhausted, when you are beaten, left, right, center, up, down, with the self-doubts, self-hatred, self-denial, guru doubt, guru hatred, guru denial, all these kind of moods, and you are feeling exhaustion and collapsing into that powerlessness is not surrender. Surrender is restful awareness, knowing Paramashiva is a living being. He knows all your attempts to manifest, what you consciously want, now how your unconsciousness is struggling, how your own STHT is struggling. Knowing Paramashiva knows all this, and he will manifest only consciously what I want. That trust is surrender. Surrender leads to manifestation. Listen. When you bring surrender, you know only your conscious decisions, consciously what you want will manifest, not your vague fears or sudden stress spikes. All those will not manifest because they are not consciously what you want to manifest. This restful awareness is surrender. The universe is not dead matter, it is living conscious. First, you need to understand the basic metaphysics. Universe is not an accident, not a dead object, and not an unconscious field of random movement. If you think existence is dead, you will try to conquer it. If you know existence is conscious, you will learn to commune with it. If you think life is mechanical, you will live in fear, planning, and control. If you know life is intelligence, you will live in relationship, trust, and receptivity. The whole sacred science begins when you stop looking at life as an object and start relating to life as intelligence. That is why in the space of surrender, prayer becomes possible, trust becomes possible, manifestation becomes possible. That is why I am repeating. Never look at the people around you as a resource. Look at them as Paramashiva, possibility. When you see them as Paramashiva possibility, life becomes Kailasa. Chandogya Upanishad declares, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma Tacchalaniti Santa Upasitaha. Means all this is Brahman. From it, the universe comes forth. In it, the universe merges. And in it, the universe breathes. Therefore, a man should meditate on Brahman with calm mind. I tell you, when you become calm mind, you will see Brahman is breathing through you. Brahman is thinking through you. Brahman is holding the space. Brahman is planning for manifestation. And Brahman is manifesting. This is the direct revelation in Chandogya Upanishad. That all this is not separate from the divine and the whole universe is living in that, moving in that, breathing in that. If all this is Brahman, then existence is not dead matter. Existence is sacred presence. If all this is Brahman, then manifestation is not forcing something outside you. Manifestation is aligning with the intelligence that is already pervading everything. That is why more you rest in surrender, the more the universe becomes available to you. Listen. Paramashiva is in all beings as the inner self. This truth I am revealing is very important. Paramashiva is not only the cosmic intelligence pervading the universe, Paramashiva is the indwelling conscious presence in everything. He is not only around you, He is in you. He is not only the source of existence, He is the inner self of your existence. When you understand this, your whole relationship with prayer changes. Your whole relationship with surrender changes. And your whole relationship with manifestation changes. The Svetaswara Upanishad declares, Eko Devaha Sarva Bhuteshu Kotaha Sarva Vyapi Sarva Bhudantaratma Karmatyaksha Sarva Bhutadivasaha Sakshi Cheta Kevalu Nirgunascha. One God is hidden in all beings. He is all-pervading, the inner self of all, who presides over all actions, dwells in all beings, the witness, the only one without inequalities. Understand the truth of this revelation. The divine is hidden in all beings, all-pervading, the inner self of all, and presiding over all actions. This means your life is not disconnected from the divine. Your action is not disconnected from the divine. And your possibility is not disconnected from the divine. The problem is not absence of divine intelligence. The problem is the layers of self-talk, fear, reaction, contraction, and self-importance that make you unavailable to that intelligence. The moment those layers relax, surrender happens naturally. The moment surrender happens, the inner indwelling intelligence starts expressing as clarity, direction, timing, right action, right cognition, right situation, and manifestation. Listen. Just yesterday, somebody asked me the question, oh, I practiced whatever you said, that I am Paramashiva, but I am not manifesting what I want. I asked her to explain her thought currents. Finally, I gave one simple example. She immediately understood. See, when you think you are poor, empty, not having, you are one. But when you feel, when you desire, you are Paramashiva, you are infinity. From infinity, you can't feel, you don't have something, you are not manifesting something. When you feel you are not manifesting, you have again jumped back from infinity to one. So the one cannot manifest. So listen carefully. Your inner space should not be jumping from infinity to one. It should be jumping from infinity to zero if at all you need to rest. If at all you are not able to be holding that infinity continuously, your default state, your normal state should be zero, not one, your ego. Listen, zero is restful awareness surrender. Infinity is Paramashiva. One is your ego. Always great to be in infinity as a normalcy. Even if you miss the restful awareness, surrender should be your parking spot, default emotion baseline, not the one, your ego. Zero is restful awareness, one is ego, infinity is Paramash. Either be in infinity or in restful awareness, zero, never be one. The moment surrender happens, the inner indwelling intelligence starts expressing as clarity, direction, timing, right action, right cognition, and manifestation. Paramashiva is more immediate than your mind and more intimate than your breath. Human beings imagine God as far, and that imagination itself becomes the abstract. The truth is, divine is not far from you. The divine is closer than your thoughts, deeper than your emotions, and more intimate than your own breath. If Paramashiva were far away, spirituality would be struggle. If Paramashiva is immediate, spirituality is existential and experiential. Because Paramashiva is already present, surrender is not importing God into your life. Surrender is dropping your refusal to notice, dropping your conformational bias, you are human being, the deep brainwashing done to you by the unconscious society. Because Paramashiva is already present, surrender is not importing God into your life. Surrender is dropping your refusal to notice Him and the conformational bias. You are human and separate ego. The 10th chapter, 20th verse, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna declares, Aham Atma Kutakesha Sarva Bhutashayastitaha Ahamadischa Madhyamcha Bhutanam Andayevacha. Means, O Arjuna, I am seated in the heart of all living entities. I am the beginning, middle, and end of all beings. This is the direct statement of indwelling divinity. The divine is seated in the heart of all beings. That means the center of your being is not emptiness, not loneliness, not abandonment, but the living presence of the divine. Upanishad, first canto, 22nd verse declares, Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manoyat vachoha vachasau pranasya pranaha chakshuhu adimushya dhiraha pretyasmal lokat amrita bhavanti. It is the ear of the ear, mind of the mind, tongue of the tongue, also life of the life, eye of the eye, being disabused of false notion, the wise having left this body become immortal. Listen, even once when you are in this body, you understand the ultimate is tongue of your tongue, eye of your eye, mind of your mind, ear of your ears, life of your life, you will become immortal, whether you have this body or not. Understand this deeply. He is the mind of the mind and the life of the life. He is not another object in your life. He is the very power because of which life is alive in you. He is not one more thought in your head. He is the source because of which the mind functions at all. Once this is understood, surrender becomes intelligent. You stop trying to manufacture life from your isolated ego and start relaxing into the living source of life itself. Once you understand this truth, you intelligently surrender to the existence, not surrender your intelligence. You will surrender with intelligence. You will surrender intelligently. You may think, ask, how surrender leads to manifestation? Listen. Because when you don't surrender, when you don't make zero as your default emotional baseline, one, ego will become your default emotional baseline. Now listen carefully. Ego is the interference. From here the deeper science begins. Surrender leads to manifestation for one very simple reason. Ego creates interference, surrender removes interference. Manifestation is not just desire plus effort. Manifestation is desire, cognition, energy, emotion, decision and action moving in one direction without contradiction. Listen. Manifestation is desire, cognition, energy, emotion, decision and action moving in one direction without inner contradiction. Ego never allows that one direction. Ego wants one thing, fears another thing, doubts a third thing, compares with a fourth thing, and defends a fifth thing, and already it's tired and dead. Already the ego is tired and you are dead. This means your energy is fragmented before life even starts responding. A fragmented inner space cannot produce integrated manifestation. Ego is not just pride. Ego is compulsive self-referencing. Ego is that inner mechanism which turns every signal into me, my story, my wound, my fear, my plan, my control, my timing, my past. My past. Shit. Ego is the inner mechanism which turns every signal. Even if you see entertainment reels, anything, any signal into me, my story, my wound, my fear, my plan, my control, and my timing, my past. Because of that, even when existence is guiding you, you misread it. Because of that, even when existence is guiding you, you misread it. Even when grace is functioning, you interfere. Even when life opens a door, ego asks for guarantees. Even when intuition arises, ego negotiates with it. Even when you pray, ego wants to remain the final authority. That's why the surrender is not emotional weakness. Surrender is the dropping of interference. The moment interference drops, the current starts flowing. The moment current starts flowing, the manifestation happens not with strain but with precision. Even modern neuroscience has started mapping this in its own language. In 2011, Dr. Judson Brewer and colleagues at Yale published in PNAS showed that experienced meditators had relative deactivation of the default mode network, especially the medial prefrontal cortex and posterior cingulate cortex. This default mode network is heavily associated with self-referential mental activity, the constant me processing. Understand the beauty of life and understand beauty of this. The rishis said long ago, your self-talk is the problem. Neuroscience now says your brain is a default self-referential loop. When self-referential noise quiets down, there's more clarity, more presence, more receptivity. There is no other network you need. Listen carefully. When you observe the observer or be with the restful awareness, the whole energy becomes different. There is also another network called the salience network, centered in the anterior insula and anterior cingulate cortex, which helps the brain detect what actually matters and shift attention. Spiritual language says surrender. Neuroscience language says reduced self-looping and better attentional switching. I tell you, both are pointing towards one experiential truth. When self-noise reduces, life becomes audible. That is why surrender leads to manifestation. Not because surrender is magic, because surrender removes the static between you and the intelligence of existence. Stop talking to yourself, start talking to Paramashiva in you. This is the most practical turning point. Stop talking to yourself and start talking to Paramashiva in you. Stop talking to yourself and start talking to Paramashiva in you. The whole day you are talking anyway. Nobody is silent inside. The question is not whether you are talking. The question is to whom you are talking. To whom are you talking? If you are talking only to yourself, you will create more anxiety, more incompletion, more fear, more self-justification, and more emotional noise. If you are talking to Paramashiva in you, the same inner space becomes prayer, guidance, cleansing, and communion. Talking to yourself is recycling the shit. Talking to Paramashiva is realignment. Opens surrender. Surrender does not start when you become weak. Surrender starts when you become intimate with your higher self, Paramashiva. Falling in love with your higher self is surrender. Trusting your higher self is surrender. Falling in love with the living Paramashiva in you is surrender. Not hating yourself and then surrendering. Not breaking yourself and then surrendering. Not humiliating yourself and then surrendering. No. Loving the highest possibility in you so deeply that you no longer want to live from the lower patterns, that is surrender. Surrender is not self-rejection. Surrender is higher self-romance. Surrender is when your relationship with your own inner divinity becomes more important than your relationship with your fear. Surrender is when you would rather listen to Paramashiva in you than to intention becomes devotional. Your decision making becomes clean and manifestation starts becoming exact. That is why I tell you, prayer is not begging. Prayer is keeping a live connection with the Paramashiva in you. Prayer is your higher self becoming the reference point. Prayer is your inner life becoming Kailasa instead of chaos. Across Vedanta, Yoganta, Smarta, Agamanta, the final flowering happens only with ultimate restful awareness and final surrender. Listen, whether you read and work through Vedanta, Agamanta, Yoganta, and Smarta, Puranas, anything, an Agamanta. The final breakthrough always an Agamanta. The final breakthrough always happens only with the final surrender. In Vedanta, the problem is not